What's going on, everybody? It's my Paul Bear. Thank you all so much for checking out another video. And today, for the first time in a long time, I'm going to talk about Plunder. Let's get some footage and let's talk more about it. So, gameplay watching is 100 kills. That's the first time I've ever got 100 kills in Call of Duty. Did it once in Battlefield 5, never in Call of Duty. So it's 100 for 25. Had no intention of getting this footage whatsoever. And this is fresh off the press as well. This was doing some, was it Rustment? Ship Rust? Something like that. Rusty Ship. And yeah, I was just doing my camo challenges, or just kind of grinding them out, getting my golds to, is it not platinum, but the one after. And yeah, it just kind of happened. So I was like, oh, happy with that. So, Season 1 is just around the corner, and Plunder is returning. Now, Plunder has been back in Call of Duty for a while now, but I have yet to play it. I never really touched it when Warzone 2 dropped, and I'm excited to try it. Because you know what? Call of Duty is doing some incredible things at the minute. Like, Call of Duty is, like I've said before, it's back. Like, Call of Duty is back in a big way. I mean, Season 1 looks great. I'm not overly sold on that vest where you can stay off the UAV without moving. That sounds a little bit dodgy, mate. I mean, that doesn't excite me whatsoever. But we're getting some new maps, we're getting some new guns, we're getting a new LMG, which obviously falls under new guns, but that's not the point. You know, things are happening. They're kind of pushing everything in the right direction. And I am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to playing Plunder. I'm looking forward to trying the new Warzone map out. I mean, I can't play Battle Royale for shit. Fucking hopeless at that. But Plunder is... Plunder's... Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to Plunder. I was actually considering doing a stream when Plunder dropped, just for old time's sake, but my internet can be as bipolar as me, and it's... Yeah, I tried to do a zombie stream the other day, and it just didn't seem to hold up. I don't know why. I have great internet, but for whatever reason, as soon as the upload started kicking in, it just went, nope. And so there we go. I'm tempted to, you know, get a couple of Plunder videos together and seeing how it runs, because you're going to be sure as hell next week, as soon as Plunder drops, I'm going to give it a go. And I am going to give it a go. I can't wait for it, man. It's going to be good to get back on Plunder again and just kind of see what it's like now, because I haven't played... I think I've played one round of Plunder on Warzone 2, and that was it. And that was just when I was testing out, seeing how my PCB specs were doing and stuff. Sorry, my PC was doing, as far as, like, she's an old girl. My rig's an old girl now. She's like 6 years old. So I was kind of like making sure I could get it up and running and working and whatnot, see if it could even run Call of Duty. And yes, it can. It's fine. And I tried Plunder then, and it didn't necessarily go well. But when the new season drops, it's something that I'm very much interested in. So, where does that lead us to now, though? Well, for whatever reason, as it stands, I don't actually know if DMZ is coming back. Now, don't get me wrong, if we had to trade DMZ for Plunder, then I'm all fucking for it, because for me, DMZ was run around, shooting bots, shoot more bots, get loot, get gear, get good things, all on board with that. Don't mind that. I'm not one of these people who, I have to shoot all the players. Don't care. AI, real players, not bothered. But what I didn't like about DMZ, and something that's actually pissing me off about zombies at the minute, but we'll talk about that at a later date, is you can do all of these things, get all of your guns, get all of your weapons, get all of your kit, get to an exfil, and there's always going to be a couple of hillbillies there waiting to jump you and just take all your shit. So as soon as that became the meta, because DMZ, when that came out originally, it was really, really good. I mean, I did genuinely enjoy it. But then when people started getting, like, that was the best way of getting people's stuff, was just jump them at the exfil, then it got boring very, very, very quickly. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's definitely a thing. I've been looking at all the different things coming out for Season 1, and there is no mention of DMZ anywhere. And a lot has been mentioned. Like I said, we're getting some new 6v6 maps, we're getting some new gunfight maps. I actually think one of the gunfight maps is going to be Shipment as well. And Shipment being back, by the way, Shipment is back. Oh, fucking love Shipment, man. I do. It's just fun. It's just stupid fun. I know it's absolutely backwards. And I know you can just spawn inside of people. And I know it's all over the place. And I know it's just a reskin. And I know it's been in Call of Duty for years. And I know everybody's bored of it and hates it and all the rest of it. And I just don't care. It's fun. Damn it, it's fun. This was the only reason I carried on playing Modern Warfare 2 for as long as I did. Modern Warfare 2 was a good-ass game too. And it just had... I think the things that were wrong with Modern Warfare 2 were just that bad, and then they never got addressed, and therefore it kind of made it less fun, if that makes sense, because all in all, Modern Warfare 2 is a pretty damn tits game, and then lack of dead silence, lack of you staying off the radar whilst you're moving, the lack of the old minimap, having all them things come back is a massive benefit. And did you see on the Season 1's marketing as well, like what was it, the improvements, like, is it life improvements, whatever you want to call it, quality of life improvements, that's the one. And they have old UAV and like big fucking bold things at the bottom. It's like that's a selling point. That's a selling point. Having the thing go back to what worked. I mean, is that how far we have fallen? Is that how far we've come? Like that thing that you had for years and worked fine that we took away from you for absolutely no reason whatsoever. We're bringing it back. Oh my god, hail us. But it kind of, I suppose it means Sledgehammer are listening, or Raven are listening, or whoever does Modern Warzone. Yeah, the Battle Royale side of things are listening. But yes, my god, I'm just kind of watching this gameplay back like, it was naughty. And the thing is about Shipment as well, because this was on hardcore, and I don't know if I prefer hardcore or core on Shipment, because obviously, you know, Shipment is an absolutely crazy fun time as it is. Throw hardcore into the mix, and it just kind of makes it a little bit more chaotic. And the upside with hardcore is, you can, as soon as you see people, you can just eliminate them and the problem goes away. Whereas on core, obviously it takes more bullets to kill. Now don't get me wrong, it's still a relatively quick time to kill. That's not necessarily my concern. But in hardcore, I seem to get a bit more enjoyment out of it, but then you are up against another 11 people instead of 6, because when you can have your own bumbleclunt teammates being able to take you out, that makes your chance of going on a streak just that little bit more riskier. And I wasn't very happy with this chopper gunner whatsoever as well, because it just seemed as if they had so much respawn armor. Like, I'm dropping bombs on them, dude. I am. There's a joke in there somewhere about relations that have been kind of going on over in certain countries, but I'm not that guy to make it. And it just seemed as if they were just soaking it up, and it just seemed to take forever for the respawn armor to go away. Like, I swear I don't get that level of respawn armor when I spawn in. Like, I just don't. Like, when I spawn in and somebody else is calling, it's just like, dead, dead, dead. And it just seemed to be them, and it was like, okay, go on, out of the way. Oh, I'll try and get you now. Absolute dilly-dally at its finest. But yes, Plunder. What we thinking? What we thinking, boys? Do you reckon it's going to be any good? I do. I think it's going to be mint. Like I say, I'm loving everything that Modern Warfare 3 is doing right now, and I honestly think Plunder's going to be absolutely tits. I genuinely do. I can't wait for it. I think it's going to be ace. I mean, like, just going back to doing contracts again and getting a shitload of money in the tense moments where you're trying to get it all back to either you could get the chopper to take it away, or you could get them little balloons that just... And, you know, I'm looking forward to trying the new map as well, because you kind of do miss out when you're a 6v6 player in a very Warzone-dominated world. You do kind of miss out on some of the fun things that happen in Call of Duty, and I don't really want to miss out on it, not necessarily from a YouTube perspective, or, oh, I could get to make videos on it, like that side of thing I couldn't really give a shit about. You know, the only thing I want to do now is just, like, have a game and talk about it and say, I enjoy this, I hate this is fun, that's not fun. No, oh my god, guys, breaking news, you're never going to guess what. And... it's looking like it's going to be decent. That's kind of where I'm at with it at the minute. Like, I don't want to get too excited, because I've been burned before, and I have been burned before. We've all been burned before in Call of Duty, and I kind of don't want to get to the point now where everything seems to be going in the right direction, and the trajectory is looking fine, and then kind of be disappointed if it doesn't kind of go the way that I want it to go. And that's my only real concern at the minute. So, next Wednesday, my fingers are tightly locked for Plunder to come back and be amazing and be great and be the best thing since tummy rubs, Haribo and handjobs. But we await with bated breath. And that wraps up the win. 108 to 25. Like, holy shit, dude. Holy shit.